Deep in a quiet green forest lived a young rabbit. He was bright and fast and full of wild curiosity. He loved each path, each bush, each hidden hollow. Yet one flaw kept leading him into needless trouble. He hated waiting more than anything in the world. To him, standing still always felt like lost time. If he saw fresh greens, he wanted them at once. If he wished to cross a clearing, he rushed ahead. He never paused to think what danger might be near. Any task that needed patience made him restless fast. His paws would twitch and his ears would drop low. The older animals often tried to guide him kindly. They hoped to place a little calm inside his heart. A wise old owl spoke softly from a shaded limb. Good things take time, was the lesson he repeated. A patient tortoise shared his steady wisdom as well. Waiting makes you stronger, was what he always said. But the rabbit only laughed at such careful advice. Why should I wait when I can act right now? I'm quick enough to get what I wanted once. Then, one hot afternoon, his weakness faced a hard test. From the woods, he saw a farmer scattering bright seeds. Food, he thought, as hunger rose sharp inside his chest. He wanted to run out, but the farmer still stayed. Other animals watched quietly from a branch above there. Let us wait until he leaves, a sparrow advised him. But the rabbit ignored caution and rushed out too soon. He reached the seeds and began eating greedily, caring more for hunger than for safety. At once the farmer shouted and ran toward him, waving his arms in sudden anger. The rabbit fled with a pounding heart and barely escaped into the sheltering bushes. From there he saw the others eat in peace after the farmer had finally gone. Shame burned within him, and he knew that waiting would have spared him fear. A few days later he found a shining piece of bread floating on a pond. Bread was one of his favorite foods, and desire quickly pushed reason aside. Without studying the bank or the water, he hurried down and reached too soon. The bread drifted farther away, staying just beyond the stretch of eager paws. He leaned farther and farther until he slipped and crashed into the cold pond. His fur grew heavy with water, dragging him down and slowing every movement. He kicked and struggled until he finally crawled back onto the grassy shore. Nearby, a heron had stood perfectly still, waiting for the bread to drift in. When it came close enough, the bird caught it with ease and calm grace. The rabbit sat trembling on a warm rock and understood the lesson again. Then came the evening that changed him more deeply than the others had done. He had searched all day for food and found nothing to ease his hunger. At last, he discovered a tree filled with fruit like little lamps in leaves. But when he came near, he saw the fruit was still hard and still green. A parrot told him the fruit would ripen if he waited a few more days. To the hungry rabbit, waiting still felt painful, slow, and almost unbearable. Yet he remembered the farmer, the pond, his soaked fur, and the shame. He drew a long breath and decided that this time he would truly wait. The waiting was hard at first and tested his heart each passing day. Every morning he checked the fruit and found it green and firm again. Every afternoon hunger urged him to leave, yet he remained beneath the tree. Every night he wondered whether patience was only another form of loss. But slowly he began to notice the sky, the wind, and the forest around him. He watched colors gather at sunrise and soften again at quiet sunset. He listened to leaves whisper and saw other animals move with calm rhythm. Something inside him changed, growing quieter, steadier, and far stronger. Then one morning the air itself seemed sweet with a gentle promise. The fruit had turned bright yellow and carried the scent of ripeness at last. He picked one gently, and it was soft, rich, and sweeter than he imagined. He ate in peace, free from fear, from rushing, and from bitter regret. From that day on, when he wanted something, he waited for the right moment. And when young animals asked how he had grown wise, he smiled with calm. Waiting is not losing time, but gaining something far more valuable.